Hello everyone and welcome to the demo of Livber, Smoke and Mirrors, which is an interactive psychological horror game. Now, I usually don't do horror games because I get too flustered in especially chase scenes, but this is more like a visual novel, so I should be fine. And it's October, so why not? So yeah, let's jump right in and try it out. I see her in my dreams, her in that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter, the one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago, on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in, but now she's calling me back to the house, want to bury her breath in my sins. But how? That's what I have to find out. Lilith, eh? Mother of demons. Act 1. Welcome home, my love. Far past the Hook Haven, which is woven by the grounded ships of Livber, there's a whirlwind roaring in the east. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the power it holds, enough to alter all of Gaia. A windswept world of 15 island nations, home to unique races and cultures. Okay. A coastal nation in the northwest of Gaia, governed not by a central authority, but by a five-member council known as the Court of Trade. It is highly advanced in seafaring. A womb for gales to blow out of, but you come here. You wait standing in the heart of twilight, silently, eyes shut. 5 years later, once again, you stand at the door to this house, a letter clutched in your hand. Did I even have another choice? Of course not, but don't feel bad. Most people in your shoes would have said the same, standing in the rain holding a letter from a lover you thought dead for 5 years. Few would have thought differently. Why now? After all these years? Why today? Yet another question you don't know the answer to, or perhaps one you did know long ago, but forgot across countless cycles. Let me answer you this way. What is it that makes you believe it's today? Because I can feel it, something fractured here today. Oh, without a doubt. This is a fracture point. Ever since you first read that letter in your pocket, something inside had already begun to crack, and now it shatters. Take out the letter. The raindrops fall on the paper, landing with soft patters. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from being blown away by the wind. The silvery moonlight, trapped between the clouds, shimmers across the ink spilled from a woman's hand. You read the lines again and again and again. My love, if you're reading these lines, it means there's still something inside your heart that belongs to me. As I've always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to keep us apart. I will give birth to our creation in our home, beneath the place we once shared. You must be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot be left undone. Turn back. Pass through the dark, complete us. We were always meant to be one, and we still can be, my love, as long as you have the courage, as long as you do not fear. I am waiting for you in the Neverall. Neverall, okay. Could this really be true, Lilith? Is she truly alive? You want it to be true, don't you? You want to hear that Lilith, the woman you left for dead 5 years ago, still lives. You long to feel her love again, yet there's a question that won't let go of your mind. If she truly lives, how much of her is still her? I don't know that. The question unanswered keeps growing in your mind. Your gaze drifts into the distance, as if the answers might lie out there, but for but a moment the clouds part and the moon's silver light spills across the sea. Each and every shimmer scatters into 1,000 fragments. But you remain still, all your limbs stiff with waiting, standing before the door of the house perched on the cliff, beaten by the waves. Why here? Why would Lilith call me here? Where else could it be? This is where the two of you began. That wooden house on the cliffs by Livber's shore. This is where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies, all buried here. This two-story hovel raised upon your memories. I guess I can never escape my memories, can I? They'll find me in the end. Unfortunately, you think your memories are at your mind. Most people do, but in truth they're fragments, bits flaking off the world around you. Carried by the wind and the rain and the sun and the pale moonlight, they slowly gather around you. They mix with the air you breathe. They seep into your body and carry you somewhere else. Truly carry you. They keep doing it until you're convinced you've moved on. They are obliged to. Are you saying I never really left this place? These questions still have no meaning, and neither do the answers, but in time they will. You shouldn't stay out in the rain any longer. Knock on the door.
Kitty? Hi, Kitty. Hey, Kitty.
Yell, our winged cutie from the sky nation of Aetheros, drifting down from its floating isles. I never found out how Lilith came to find her. The door's worn by rain and wind. The wind's born from the whirlwind in Cardia. Even now, the breeze against my face reminds me of home. Alright. Just as your hand reaches the door, you hear Yale's voice from beyond the threshold. The winged bacterium cutie, a domesticated bacterium believed to hail from the Sky Nation due to its non-functional wings, who never truly leaves you and never truly belong to you. Her white fur glows as if soaked in light, not rain. She spreads her wings and leaps swiftly towards you. Landing at your feet, she shakes the droplets from her coat. Then she sits back on her hind legs, head tilted, amber eyes watching you with curiosity.
Meow. Meow.
Do you know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Yell gently brushes her head against your feet. Then she stops before the door. She looks up at it. With a soft stroke, she traces the door frame with her paw. Then she turns her amber eyes to you. Well then, take a deep breath and reach for the door. Bye. The wind falls silent for a moment. You hear the waves of the sea easing in the distance. Far, far away, the flash of a lightning strike blinds you. But its thunder never reaches your ears. The raindrops hang weightless in mid-air. Yale glances at you one last time and spreads her wings, then leaps into the shadows between the rocks. Your fate embraces you. The door creaks open, but even you don't know what it is you hope to see, do you? Your guilt has chased you all the way here, and at last, your sins have caught you. I'm ready to face my past. No, you wish you were. As you crack the door open, the air brushing against your face is stale and musty. The sweetness of tallith flowers mixes with the scent of something burned. It pulls you back to that festival day, to the moment you first met Lilith, and then you see her, standing beneath the dim light like she's been torn from the heart of this house. You lose your breath. A chill crawls up your spine and you freeze. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling. Whether from fear or excitement, you can't tell. A whisper slips from your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Bent slightly over the table, trying to light a candle just as you remember her. Lilith, the ghost of your past, your greatest lie and sin. This is the moonlight of the late circad, that sweet stretch when all of the Gaia drifts to sleep on Melton? But there's no more sleep for me, not anymore. Is this really her? I remember this chair. One of its legs was shorter than the rest. It was made from a piece of shipwreck washed ashore, like everything else around here. Is this really Lilith? You stare, stunned, at the woman who stands before you. She should be dead. Her hair no longer shines like it did that festival night. Reddish-brown strands fall over her shoulder like wet strings. Her skin is sallow, a ghost-like paleness, and her eyes. The moment she turns her head and you meet them, another hollow question slips from your lips. How? Okay. You remember the festival night. A warm breeze carries the city's aroma far away. You two slip away from the crowded streets. The early black's crimson glow wraps Lilith's hair like a flammeous aureole. The noise of celebration fades behind you. Right there, you hand Lilith a bouquet of white tolith flowers. A white-colored plant resembling the forget-me-not flower. Okay. She looks deep into your eyes. She smiles. Tossing her hair back, she asks the same question. White tolith flowers. How did you find these? There's nothing I couldn't find for you. A beautiful lie, told so well, even you believed it yourself. My love. She looks at you as if about to say something. A pained smile touches her lips. The silence hangs between you. You've finally come. 5 years later, how could you write this letter? With my love, of course. With the love I hold for you. Each letter carried my blood. Don't pretend you didn't feel it. You knew. I whispered every word to you before, my love. What I hear now is not what I heard back then. A pained smile appears on her face. My love for you never ended, but it's good that you're listening now because I have much to tell you. Tonight, I'll talk about the things left unsaid when you abandoned me to death. Come, sit. Alright. When the candle's flame flickers on the table, Lilith's smile widens. It stretches into a grin, baring all her teeth. You think you see something squirming beneath the shadows of her face, but the moment quickly passes. No, I won't sit before you give me an answer. Is it really you? Lilith slowly approaches. You now see her eyes more clearly than ever. Something writhes behind her gaze. Her body leans towards you, inching closer. You feel the sweet aroma rising from her skin, her warm breath brushing against you. My love, do you truly not recognize me? This is just a game. All of this has to be an illusion. An illusion? Her smile spreads across her face. If only it were, my love, then perhaps I'd wake up in the night you left me. But here you are, so shall we eat? Fine. Sit in the chair. Okay. That look in her eyes, like something else is writhing behind them. It's her, but not. None of this feels right. I really put in work to make tonight perfect. I wanted certain things to be flawless for our reunion. After you left me to rot, it's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died. I know you did. After I made you that offer, after I told you that we had to become one, our souls, my love, we had to piece our souls together and bind them with that alchemy ritual. You expected me to pay the price for your madness, Lilith. I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Her hand holding the fork freezes in mid-air for a second. As the silence stretches, Lilith's breathing deepens. My madness. I offered you love, only love. A love so deep that even death couldn't end it. But you were afraid. Afraid to be with me beyond Neverall. You betrayed me. Did you think I wouldn't know? When I told you about the black alchemy ritual, when I spoke of piecing our souls together to crown our love, you saw my blood, heard my screams. You saw me vanish into the dark of the waters. Remain silent. She turns her face towards you, and it darkens with hatred, with rage, with something darker, and with something even I cannot name. Her skin ripples as if 100 tiny things move beneath it. You can't tell if it's real or just the candle's flickering light playing tricks on you. Then, just as quickly as it came, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans back. Love means something different to you. You don't love me, you want to own me. It breaks my heart that you'd believe it could be that simple, my love. You don't understand. I never wanted to own you, never did. The wooden walls of the house groan under the assault of the rain, driven harder by the wind. The sea crashes against the cliffs, then pulls back into itself with a hiss of white foam. Darkness spreads ever outward beyond the horizon. For a fleeting moment, you wish you were out there, on the deck of a ship bound for somewhere you cannot see. Too little, too late. Your madness will break both of us, Lilith. It already has, my love. Just like those paintings you love so much. It's not my madness. Oh, no, no. It's your cowardice. Nothing more than a diseased reflection of faded memories in your mind. Like this place, like me, like you. Go on, eat. Porf meat. A sacred animal in Cardia, known to live in herds. They have long manes and specialized pincers used for communication. Strongly driven by a sense of belonging, they bond only with certain homins. When threatened, they can secrete a toxic chemical. I cooked it just the way you like. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. God's porf meat? Lilith, you've completely lost it. I don't see any pincers on that. After the festival where we first met, and that first night when you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. You remember, don't you, my love? Afterwards, we went to get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. You were mesmerized by that creature. You kept going on about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane shone, how proud it stood. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? That first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. No! She slams her hands on the table, leaning forward. Her face contorts with rage. Her eyes, wide and unblinking, bore into you, burning with intensity. No, 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 that's exactly what we ate. You told me how much you loved me, how we'd never be apart. Do you remember what else you said? I mean, that was mentioned before. That's what you said, wasn't it? It takes me a while to understand things sometimes. Like that night I ran away to you. You stroked my hair and laid me down against your shoulder, whispering that you loved me. But I get it now. Even then, you were already thinking about how you'd leave me. Lilith doesn't take her eyes off you. Every motion she makes to cut the porf meat with her fork Cut it with your fork? What? Shakes her entire body. Her head tilts slightly, the candlelight slipping through her crimson hair. Silky strands swing gently back and forth. Your gaze shifts downward. You realize she's not slicing the meat on her plate, but pressing the blade into her own index finger with all her strength, blood mixing with the meat below. Pull back. As you jerk back suddenly, the table's leg scrapes against the wooden floor. Your knees knock sharply against its underside. What's wrong, my love? Lilith's eyes drop to where you're looking at the porcelain plate before her. After a brief pause, she presses one of the scattered papers onto her finger. Lilith's eyes again drift down to your gaze, to the porcelain plate. After a brief pause, she picks up a scrap of paper from the floor and presses it against her bleeding finger. Then, in the blink of an eye, she's at your side in an instant. Ah, my love, if only you knew how happy it makes me to see you worry about me. But it's just a small cut. Don't fret. Your finger, are you sure you're all right? What did you say? Yes, I'm fine. It's just, did I ever tell you how my mother died? She was addicted to doping. Dopin? A chemical substance that induces happiness but carries a high risk of addiction. Some people claim she was obsessed. I never wanted to believe it. I was around 7 when she had her last crisis. She'd run out of dopin and thought she could drink the liquid pleasure from her own veins. When they found her, she'd drowned in her own blood. Tragic, yet I used to find it funny. But now I understand why she did it. Wait a second, you thought it was funny that your mother drowned in her own blood? She nods. The candle flickers. Rain lashes against the windows. You listen until the soft patter of every drop echoes in your ears. Lilith's breath mingles with yours. Slowly, she circles around you and slips into the darkness. The woman watches you, unblinking. She waits, impatient for you to eat. I can't put up with this madness any longer. Do you think you can defy fate? From the beginning, we were destined to be one. Neither you nor anyone else can stop this. Never, never, never! Head for the door! Lies. She is too. That knife she just used to cut the meat, its hilt is at a fork, but yeah, whatever. Its hilt is made from broken pieces of giant sea crustaceans washed up on Livber's shores. This isn't anger, it's something else. Her features, they're slipping, like another form beneath her skin. The true horror she's hiding is struggling to surface. Standing up, your head spins. You steady yourself and move toward the door. Behind you, Lilith gasps. Just as your trembling hands reach the door, Lilith blocks your path, eyes wide with madness, mouth agape. She clutches the knife she'd used to cut the meat. You instinctively tense up. Lilith, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You've completely lost your mind. I haven't finished what I have to say, my love. Everything is ready for our souls to unite. We only have to die together. Lilith, do you realize what you're asking? This isn't love. Please come to your senses, I'm begging you. The candle's fading glow reflects off the dusty paintings on the walls. The paint on each seems wet and fresh, as if just applied. On the table, the bloody pork meat subtly writhes. You haven't finished your meal yet. Listen, I only came to understand you. Whatever you mentioned in your letter, that's why I'm here. I'm here to talk. You're part of me, in my body, my heart, my soul. Do you understand? You're mine, my love, mine. I can't lose you again. On her maddened face, there's a terrifying grin mingled with dread. Veins bulge on her forehead. The whites of her widened eyes are bloodshot. Her grip tightens on the knife until her knuckles whiten. She steps towards you. Stop! Lilith's crazed eyes bulge as if ready to burst from their sockets. Beneath her ragged green clothes, her chest heaves violently with each breath. Then suddenly, her skin splits apart like parched earth around an ever-blowing whirlwind on a distant island nation. Her cheeks, mouth, hair, your last shred of rational thought screams at you. Run! Your feet recoil in an archaic reflex, and you stumble over one of the books scattered on the floor, crashing down. For a brief moment, yellowed pages spill out across the ground from the fallen book. You catch glimpses of your own drawings, a dining table and a woman clutching a knife, but there's no time to focus. Struggling to your knees, you crawl deeper into the house. That's when you remember there's a passage leading from the basement to the cellar door outside. Yeah, let's go to the cellar.
There's nothing left to separate us, my love.
From the darkness of the corridor, Lilith's voice emerges, scarcely taking shape in her throat. It carries the strangeness of an extra-Gaian creature that seems to have only just learned how to speak. You sprint and finally reach the cellar door. Reach for the door. Gripped by sudden terror, you seize the cellar's cold handle, expecting a hand to clutch your shoulder at any moment as footsteps grow louder down the corridor, but it never comes. As you push the door open, a wave of dampness and the nauseating stench of things that should long have been dead hits you in the face. Stepping through the doorway, you slam it shut. As you bolt the door behind you, an abysmal silence and darkness wrap around you. Okay, close your eyes and accept Lilith. Not really where I felt we were going, but okay. I don't know Latin. Don't know what that means. Okay. 5 friends and 1 cat. That is it for this video. If this looks at all interesting to you, then do check it out on Steam. And as you can see, the full release is planned for the 28th of October. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!